I was wondering where those came from.
Thanks, Wolf.
Yeah.
I was. They were on the bridge. I brought my backup bus from here. No. What's that?
All right, my people. Pretty much good to go.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, actually. Can you get anything 1, 2 from now?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay.
Sound check 1, 2.
All right, yes.
All right, cool.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Monday,
Yeah.
November 3rd,
3rd.
2025.
Love
First
it.
Monday morning, we've done a recording.
Yeah. I know we raced.
I'm sweating.
We raced here.
I was thinking on our walk here, like, when will we not be in a rush? Like, when again in our life will we be doing something leisurely?
When our kids can dress themselves.
Oh my God. I don't even know if that's
I don't
guaranteed.
know. I feel like I didn't even
Like,
dress
to
myself.
say we
till
live in
I
a
was like-
to say we like live a chaotic life is like such an understatement.
Yeah. Most people get better with. I feel like we're burning the candle at both ends. We got to get better organizationally.
But
and
how? There's
lean
so
lean into the chaos fully. I don't know. It's a lot of
There's-
swimming upstream.
organizationally, there's only so much you can control.
Yeah.
Like, you have 2 X factors that are not within your control.
Let's both wake up at 4 a.m.
We do anyway, because our savage terrorist daughter is screaming like bloody murder all night long.
She's brutal. I know.
Oh my
I
God.
hope she hears this when she's 25. This is going to be a gift pack.
It's just
She's
like
going to get an audio file from
they
me on
say,
21st birthday.
you miss these days. I just don't know.
I know that's a lot.
I'm sweating, like dripping sweat right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
No, it's a myth that's told to like keep you in the game. You know, like
so we don't go extinct.
so you know, like 1 for the survival of species, 2 so you don't put up your kids for adoption, and, like leave them at the FDM at the firehouse. No, it's rough.
It's like this morning, right? It's 10 a.m. now, or like it was supposed to be 10 a.m. when we started. It's a few minutes after because we're late because
Yeah.
our daughter typically, one thing that's typically within control or like predictable with her behavior is that she usually goes to sleep at 9 for at least 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes even 2 hours.
Not today.
Not today.
Yeah.
Screaming at the sitter was to arrive at 9:30. Which gives us a half an hour to walk here, which is plenty of time. And she starts screaming bloody murder at the baby, that is, at 9:25. So as I'm like putting on my makeup, trying to tie my shoes, she's screaming like to a point where like you'd just be a devil if you ignored her.
I was prepared to. She gave me a rough night. So
Well, you were mad at her.
that's
Don't get mad at your children.
in perpetuity.
Um,
I've been wronged.
anyway, here we are.
Yes.
It's just like, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to have a downtime. Like this weekend, we're going to like relax. There's no such thing as relaxing, especially like, you know, probably every parent thinks this, but our 3-year-old is extra.
Mm-hmm.
He is
Off the wall.
probably someone wants to label him something like hyperactive or whatever. I don't know. He's got a tremendous amount of energy and like there's no relaxing. And even when you want to do nothing, you can't do nothing because he's at like an age, he's extremely intelligent too. And he wakes up and he's like, what are we doing today?
Yeah.
Like, what do you have planned for me today, servants?
Yes. And if you've uttered something, it's the anticipation of him in that activity lasts all day. It could last all week.
And then, you know,
You can't you can't tease things.
so what do you do with that with a 3-year-old hyperactive boy and a almost 10-month-old
Who I-
screaming banshee? She's a much more difficult baby than our son was. So
think
maybe we'll
so.
get a relief in toddlerhood.
I think she's gonna be comparably energetic. I'm horrified.
So
I'm gonna get an Adderall subscription.
have two businesses and a
from a pill farm.
podcast and see what happens.
And
This is a science experiment. Someone study us.
Yeah.
Will we spontaneously combust
yes,
or will we get through it?
and write me an Adderall subscription. I'm going to a pill farm in like deep Brooklyn. They got
You
me.
think that's the solution? We could get Adderall.
Yeah, there's a shortage, or there was.
There is?
Yeah, let's work on that. Yeah, tough.
I don't think that's the solution. Then we'll just be like heart racing, like buzzing off the walls, the energy,
I
the
think we'll
chaos.
be able to focus a little bit more. Maybe we should start smoking cigarettes again.
I don't think the
Like
focus.
sip coffee.
I don't think focus is the problem.
Yeah. The guy who cuts my hair calls it's either a Balkan breakfast. We should just do cigs and coffee all day, like 2 packs,
That sounds nice.
or it was an Albanian breakfast.
Every day, I'm like, I'm not going to have a glass of wine at the end of the day. Today's the day where I don't need a
At the end
glass
of the
wine.
day, I'm like thinking 11 routinely. I am.
And then I'm like, no, guess what? I have 2 businesses and 2 babies and no nanny. I've earned this glass of wine at the end
Yes.
of the day.
Also, just think about like Mad Men. They started drinking at 1 p.m. The second they went into someone else's office,
Yeah,
they
but that
started
was a
drinking.
different time. That was men
know.
drinking during the day at work and women being abused at home.
At home, smoking a lot of cigarettes, and also there wasn't an internet or cell phone to
From what I'm
contact
told,
you.
like from what I'm told, like they just didn't care as much.
Yes,
Right. Well, everything was different. I mean, like when my mom talks about growing up in Brooklyn, like in Flatbush in the 50s, 50s and 60s, like it was an Irish Catholic neighborhood. There were Irish and Italians on the block, and everyone had 1 million children.
yeah, everyone's poor.
Everyone was poor,
Yeah.
and like the kids just went outside. You just like, it was just
Yeah.
tribal in a way, and like the kids were just on the block and looking at the parents were working or doing whatever they were doing. No one was paying attention.
Yeah,
The kids were taking care of each other.
yeah.
I'm not saying it was stress free, that's for sure. Being poor and having 1 million children and different times and all of that.
Combat veterans, alcohol, tough, making
whoa.
ends meet. Yeah,
Why can't we just go out, like dump your kid? It doesn't even happen in like I would say, well, the suburbs are isolating, and then like different outer boroughs, I don't see it happening. I mean, some places in Rockaway, it does.
your sister's
It does.
boyfriend was telling me no one went by his mom's house for trick or treating in Bensonhurst. Like things are really kind of changing rapidly. I know that makes us sound old, but yeah, we
I
can.
don't know if it was easier or what, but
I say we reverse engineer. We start with Marathon Sunday.
grow up already, kids.
Yes, so we can enjoy.
Oh, this is all on top of daylight savings time too, which
game changer.
like why? I know there's a lot of debate on why we have to have that. I know anyone with young children hates it, myself included now, because
Yeah, I complained about
whatever
it. Fellow
control
father.
you think you have over their sleep, which is none anyway, like it throws an extra wrench into it.
Yes, our daughter woke up at 5 a.m. I know it's technically 6 a.m. I get it. Like the clocks have jumped, but 5 a.m. and I'm used to waking up early. I can hack it. I really can. But there is something jarring about 5 a.m. 5 a.m. is when you're in like real shit hours. Like that's what like real people. That's like people that like have really early jobs, contractor types, shift workers, nurses, all that. People that work out at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. is a difference maker in time. It's
Yeah.
psychologically, even if it's 6 a.m. Even if the clock jumped and you're getting an extra hour of sleep.
Honestly, if she got up at 5 a.m., I would not like that.
No.
Before 6 is brutal. But if she got up at 5 a.m. every day, I could deal with that, right? Like I would just go to bed at 9.
Yeah.
But she just screams at 12 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and like bloody like
I'm there. I'm getting the earplugs. Maybe I won't hear it at all, and I just won't wake up. And she's just gonna cry herself.
Anyway, we didn't even do a half-ass intro because we were I was so
Well, let's do People of Canal real quick.
Well, let's do like, okay, New York, raise our kids already.
Yes,
Get them
seriously.
out of the house.
Yo,
Get
Mom
them
Donnie, you're
raised.
about to be coronated. Mom Donnie, where's all these social services? I need
York-
them ASAP, Rocky.
New York raised us, brought to you by Rockaway Soda, Oni's Rum,
And Zora Mom Donnie's social services plan.
2K. Oh, come on. I'm not talking politics. But anyway, we'll be out of the gate. We'll be out of the need for that, I think.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is, so I'm not even going to talk about it. I don't talk.
Just like send some childcare help to our house on our tax dollars, Mom Donnie. I'm kidding.
That's not what we want. That's not our solution.
No, it's not.
We choose this life.
We just have to age, and they have to age. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Right. Time is linear. Some people think it's a circle. Yeah, no, daylight savings is rough. It's It's all rough, man. Like
It was an energetic
getting dark at 4:40 is tough. Like
last week. Rebought my company, Harry's birthday, Halloween. We had a 3-year-old's birthday party on Saturday.
Yep.
Might I just air out, because I've been wanting to tell this from like a birthday party 2 months ago when you stole a beer from the birthday party. We're like leaving the birthday party, and what do I see at the bottom of the stroller is a beer. Like that is so embarrassing that you had to take a roadie from the birthday party. And then
it's a party favor.
what did I say? What did I see this past Saturday in the bottom of the stroller?
Wrapped up in paper towels and a plate. The women serving it were telling me to take more, so I control myself.
A wrapped up cold piece of pizza,
which I gladly ate when I got home.
What? Who are you?
It's
We're going to a birthday party in like a really fancy building, one of the fanciest
the
buildings
Jenga building.
in the neighborhood.
The Jenga building.
The Jenga building, and you're stealing pizza, or you're taking pizza for the road.
They should know.
For yourself, not your child.
I was feeding him, and he makes it difficult. He like face planted.
Don't. You can blame
It
a
is his
lot of
fault.
things on him, but that's all you, bro.
It's everyone else's fault but mine. But I needed another 1/3 of a slice. It was good. It's good. They got pizza from a good place. I should have taken a road.
I don't know if taking a slice for the road or a beer in the bottom of the stroller is more embarrassing.
I think the beer is more degenerate, no question. Yeah. I think the slice is jankier, and like, what are you doing?
I like went to go put something or get like a jacket out of the bottom of the stroller for one of our kids, and like there's a wrapped up slice.
I should have hit it a lot better. Because I wanted to eat it on the sly. Yeah, you know what? I actually don't really have a lot of shame about it. I have shame if they were to catch me, like the party throwers. But with you,
how do you know they didn't? Now they're judging you.
They should.
The dad who steals slices beers
maybe they'll give me a handout
from the birthday parties.
Give me a handout. I'll take gift cards. I'll take cash. Like, God, this guy's got it tough. He needs to steal pizza. No, it's because the food situation.
Okay, pizza at least it's gonna go in the garbage. So like there's a beer. Like let the family take the beer back.
They're not drinking beer. They're drinking like $150 bottles of wine after this shit is all over.
I don't know if that's true. We don't even know those. That birthday party was like 6 weeks ago, whenever that was.
You know, are they drinking the Peroni or the Stella?
Maybe.
I need it.
Desperate times, man.
Desperate times, man. Indeed.
You know, like every night when I'm like, I'm not going to have a glass of wine. And there I am having a glass of wine.
Exactly. This is as our kid, the older one, is like, what are they called? Minarets, the puppets that don't have joints. He cannot be like propped up. He can't stand up straight. Our daughter is just there, all 25 pounds of her strapped to me for hours at a time. I need the beer or the slice. That's going to be my calling card. People are going to be like, all right, Harry's here.
That's your rep for the 3-year-old birthday party circuit.
Yep.
Yo, the birthday party circuit is real. I don't know if this happens in other cities. Did not happen when I was growing up in New York, that's for sure. But like,
yeah, we had Dancing Peppa Pig. I think it was Peppa and her little brother George. Maybe they had a DJ, lights, face painting.
No, I'm just saying that in general. Like, there's birthday party. Like, that's our social life in a lot of ways.
Wait till we get into like, I mean, we'll see. A couple of my friends, like, they had to combine bar and bat mitzvahs every weekend because everyone was getting bar bat mitzvah, so they had to do two at once. So yeah, we'll be in it before long.
Actually had a conflict. Two 3-year-olds that we know. We had to forego one of the parties because we RSVP'd to another.
We did. We went to the.
So that's how jam-packed with 3-year-old birthday parties. So we had that, then daylight savings time, and then yesterday was the marathon, and it was a marathon in New York City, and also a marathon day for the Drennan Fertile family.
Yes. So I've been saying for many years, I love the marathon as an event. I like watching it on TV. I think of all the sports, oddly, I'm like, especially just racing in general, I'm like, this is such a beautiful combination of like genetic freakishness and the training and obviously the time you put in. That's why so the marathon is something that's always interested me. And as said, one day I'll run it. One day, maybe I'll just run it rogue. Because you have to pay like $15,000 to get in nowadays, or like shake people down for money. I don't know. Or be FDNY. Anyway, moving along. So we finally went to see it live, which was great. So I had a whole plan.
No, we've seen it live many times.
But like that's you're right. We've seen it on First Avenue, which is very populated with people. I wanted to make sure to ensure that we saw the elite runners, which I call the lead pack. Maybe that's a misnomer. I wanted to make sure we saw the
I think it's called elite. That's the first time
the
we
elite
saw
runners. Yes, the lead. Yeah, the people that are in contention of winning the race, the Kenyans, in other words, and the Ethiopians, the world's best runners. So I mapped it out that I wanted to try to see them going north and south. So we went up basically to East Harlem. Obviously, life got in our way, mainly the kids.
We did or did not scream at each other on the way.
Like pulling over and maybe just like walking out of the car, or just like letting it neutral out in Harlem and walking away from it. Cops could deal with it. Anyway, so yes, we went to the 22nd mile. This is going to be our secret spot. So if you want to find out where the 22nd mile
I
is.
think we only have like 20 listeners.
Yeah, it's less. I think it's 2.
It stays secret.
Yeah, I think it's 2. So
We have more than 2.
yes, we went to the 22nd mile, which is it Mount Morris Park? It's like basically 120th and 5th Avenue, right by Marcus Garvey Park. Beautiful.
So nice.
Nice straight, beautiful. I mean, beautiful homes on top of a real nice straight run, where you actually see the runners getting a real head of steam, or like you see them like, for 500 or so meters. So we saw the elite women go because they we saw the top 3, and then we saw the top 5 guys that were in the lead pack, which was awesome. Obviously, like the steel drum piano band was going already. WBLS, which is a throwback R&B station, which has been around forever. What, 1019? They had a 10.
Oh no, it's 107.5 now. WBLS.
Oh right.
They were playing some
Thank you.
old school R&B.
Entire, but also we're playing like Justin Timberlake and Timberland, which I guess is old school now. I know. When like the oldie stations play Britney Spears or Justin Timberlake, like you need to look in the mirror and look at your wrinkles.
I was feeling how Harlem got down with the
Harlem was good, but it wasn't. But it was calm. Like it wasn't like what it's like probably in Brooklyn, and it wasn't. First Avenue was pretty nuts, like, especially off the 59th Street Bridge, or what is called the Ed Koch Bridge. So we saw a good amount of runners. We saw the leaders.
steel drum band, DJ booth, Marcus Garvey Park. I don't think
Beautiful.
I've ever been there.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. My sisters lived in Harlem for 9 years on 145th and St. Nick's. She works on 125th Street.
Yep.
And like we had this, when she first moved there, we were like, oh, we're going to spend so much time in
So probably
Harlem.
Jackie Robinson Park is where she's by. It's also nice.
And then life got in the way, and then the pandemic, and then kids, but maybe on the to-do list is go uptown more often.
Yeah. Done walking tours up there. It's beautiful.
She works in real estate. Builds buildings. But she said that Marcus Garvey Park is like not the new hot spot, but like
Gramercy Park.
real
North.
estate. Yeah. Uptown Gramercy Park. But it was beautiful.
Right.
Make a day out of it next time, because obviously the only thing our son wanted to do was pick up sticks in the park and pretend he was drumming alongside the steel drum band. So it's actually a win-win for everyone.
Exactly. Pretty contained. He slept his ass off. But then, of course, we go back home and we get tempted, because a lot of people make Marathon Day. It's a huge New York City party.
So much.
It's pretty much the best New York City has to offer as a whole. Everyone gets together. Tourists are everywhere, ideally having a good time watching. It's a huge international event, 55, 60,000 runners all over the world. The entire city comes out for it. It touches all 5 boroughs, as we know. I mean, starts in Staten Island and barely goes in the Bronx, but whatever. It does. But it's a huge party in Manhattan. I'm sure it's a huge party in Brooklyn. So anyway, we go home, and then we were like, we're going to fucking go back out. We're going to do it.
Yeah, my friends with babysitters and without kids were out.
Yes.
I was like, I could bring my kids.
So we made, I'm going to guess up there, like top 3 dumb, I mean, inconsequential ultimately, but dumb decision we've made in a long time. We're going to go to Columbus Circle and let's see the rest of the race. Okay. So the race ends in Central Park. And why we thought going to Columbus Circle at 4 p.m. was a good idea, it's not. Spoiler alert, you can faster.
PSA, don't go unless you have to like pick up a marathoner, because they were all meeting there, like friends and family, like right there.
Right. So it's a heady mix. It's us with our stroller. Well, small stroller, not the big gangster Buick of a stroller. Our son, who again is like basically a spinning top / minaret. Our daughter, who's 25 pounds and is only 10 months old, she's a little bowling ball. The stroller, me, who is on edge.
You were so...
Oh, I'll tell you, when tourists fan out and don't get, and this just happened to us on Canal.
I don't know.
It was, let me rock. when they just like are standing around, New York City's not there for that. We'll be nice, but we're moving 4.5 miles per hour walking, which is fast. Like we're going, and I get it. It was total chaos outside of Columbus Circle. Bringing a stroller was ridiculously stupid. And I gotta say, the city does a really good job for the marathon. I don't know how you crowd control Columbus Circle, but like that was just like, it's a crush. It's a crush. Like all it takes
but
is
everyone was very well behaved. Everyone was like,
it wasn't alcohol induced yet.
it was just everyone. It's such a good vibe. Like
It is.
There's nothing better than the New York Marathon vibe. Like everyone's happy.
Yes.
People are there cheering for their like loved ones.
Food trucks.
They were there. It was a beautiful day out.
Mm-hmm.
There was there's no reason to have any rowdiness or like animus on that day.
Yes.
It was just a tremendous volume of people. I don't know. I didn't research it. I like thought that they turned into the park, and I was like, oh, we'll see everyone. Like we'll get to see the runners like turning into the park, and we'll cheer from there.
No, could barely get off Broadway.
We have to go into the park early in the morning if we want to be in the park next year.
Yes.
But we rode the train, which was fun. I think I've said on this podcast before, like I walk to my office and I don't really go anywhere. So outside of walking distance from my neighborhood, unless it's to Rockaway and we drive there. So I don't drive the train much. So I rode the train. That was
got back on the A train. That's your roots.
This is like one of the things where like I won't complain about, the drudges of parenthood, but like they say the world through the eyes of a child, there's nothing like it, right?
No.
Everything is magic. My son was he had the best day of his life riding we rode the 3 to the 1 on the way up and the A train back. And he was just saying for the rest of the day, stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes.
Wouldn't stop saying that, until he went to sleep last night. He'll probably start saying it again today after we pick him up.
I think we should get him an MTA job.
He thought it was so cool. And he was bringing joy and love to the other passengers on the train because they were all getting a kick out of watching how enthralled he was with the train, as we all like complain about the train and are miserable, like making our New York bullshit commutes or whatever.
Yes.
And then there's this little 3-year-old boy like just screaming about everything on the train, so excited, so happy, so full of joy over like the most mundane things that we generally can't stand.
Yes. And a bit of a leap of faith. I was scared about him on the platform, but it worked out.
Literally, when I hold my son's wrist like in dangerous situations or like potentially dangerous situation, I don't think there's like a tighter grip possible.
No.
I'm potentially like cutting off blood flow to his hand.
Yes. So yeah, you got the 1 train, which is a line I grew up on naturally, and you and the A train, so it all worked out.
A train, my train.
Columbus. But yeah, when we got off at Columbus Circle and I was like, I'm ready to kill people. I did cross-check a tourist with a stroller with our kid in it. So like I
know, but that was not nice because everyone was being polite.
They weren't single filing, so this is you're gonna get the cross-check.
No, but they're tourists. It's a zillion people. They're in New York. They're looking up at the buildings like, oh, and where's the person that I'm here to see run?
Welcome to hell. And cross-check with a baby stroller wheel. It wasn't my best moment. We basically got off the train, cracked a ready-to-serve drink, an RTD. Just drank it on Broadway and 61st Street. Like cops are there. Some guy had a 12-pack.
We were going to be hanging out in the park for hours.
That was ridiculous.
Nealon had a snack.
Our expectations, reality and expectations, could not have been farther apart.
I didn't think. I think we were just so excited. We got a little ahead of ourselves.
We got high on the like Nealon can get on the train. Like this is not that.
No, we got high on the.
On the deck.
We had a really good morning. The Harlem was awesome. The weather was beautiful. And we were like, let's keep it going after nap time. And we should have quit while we were ahead.
Yes.
We also thought we were like going to potentially meet our friend. Like there was no way I thought I was going to a bar, but like we thought we might be able to see them in the street or something. I don't know what we were thinking. We weren't really thinking.
Yeah. No.
But again, we had to do something, right? Because you can't just do nothing with kids. So like, it was an activity. We rode the train uptown and downtown.
Yep.
And we got out of the parks that we always go to by our apartments. So.
Yes. Yeah. No, mission accomplished. But I wonder if it was shitty for the runners having to deal with daylight savings. I mean, now they're all just so dialed.
You got an extra hour though.
You do.
Right?
You do.
So like even if you get up an extra hour early, it's like another hour. I guess it depends. Don't people have to line up there at like 5?
I gotta ask. We do know people that ran. The people that ran are not going to be getting out in the first couple of waves. I mean, you have to be a really, 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 besides like a professional runner, a super strong runner to get out in the first couple of waves. So some people are not like going until 9, 10, 11 a.m. And I think you might have to I don't know when you have to be in Staten Island, but it might be like 5:30 or 6, something like rough. So you're there just like idling, adrenaline like coursing through your veins, and you're not even running for like 3 or 4 or 5 hours.
Brutal.
And imagine if the weather's really shitty, like just rough. Of course, the people with like that like pay the 5Gs, I think have like the elite tent. It's like Burning Man. Like you can get the warming tent, but like if you're some like ruffian, I think you're just out there in the elements, just like chomping at the bit.
It was cool to see the elite ones. I've never seen that.
So
they're
fast.
So fast. It's surreal, really, and that like they're just like emotionless too. They're so laser focused. They're like they're in another world.
Yes.
I would have to imagine.
Yes.
That mindset and that just like laser focus and drive.
Men's was the tightest finish ever. A guy basically ran through the finish line, and the guy like right behind him basically like, pushed him in, and then 3 Kenyan women finished 1, 2, 3. American finished 4, I think. Great day. We'll make a picnic of it next time, meaning food and alcohol.
We'll see. We can pretend we know what's next year is going to be.
We've got 364 days for our plan to either formulate or fall apart.
You sound like our son who's like, is it Halloween today? I'm like, no.
Thank God.
We got another year
Yes.
before you can eat candy all day long.
Yeah, no, we're done with Halloween.
Moving on.
Halloween is taken over to the month of October. I mean, I know commercially it did, but okay, it's done. Halloween's done.
Next up, Election Day. Tomorrow.
Next up, as in tomorrow, Mom Donnie's coronation. Seemingly,
I have no comment, but
just
to vote.
That's what the punditry says. Yeah, focus on the propositions. However you vote, the propositions are important too. They empower the mayor or don't.
It's like everything else. Voting also has become. This is the only thing I'll say about politics and voting is like, first of all, number one, most importantly, vote. Number two,
yes,
I really am not feeling this new voting shit. All top to bottom.
I feel you, but what the hell are we doing?
Election day is one day.
Why should it be?
Why is it 7th? It just leads to like there are too many gaps in my knowing not how it works at all. You just like, which is also surreal, right? Like you just like fill in a little Scantron and put it into a machine and like all trust that it is being counted correctly.
You're sounding very 2020 vibes right now.
Well,
okay.
I'm just saying in general, right? Like it's a leap of faith to begin with.
It is somewhat of a leap of faith.
But then you put in all of these other things that can lead to leaks, in my opinion, right? Like we don't need election day, just like we don't need Halloween to be 1 month. We don't need election day to be 10 days.
Right. It should just be.
There are other ways. Like if everyone needs to get off work, like
just do it on a weekend.
If it needs to be open 24/7, something. It doesn't need to be 10 days. I don't. How long is early voting?
I think it started on October 25th.
Okay, it's too long. And
29th, something crazy.
I don't understand how ranked choice voting works. I've never even read about it. I just vote for one person.
I guess there's no ranked choice.
That I also think is confusing, and I don't understand why we need that.
Yeah.
Like vote who you're voting for, and that's that on the day that you're supposed to vote.
There's
like I don't know why we have to make it so much more.
They think especially in primaries, so party-wide elections, not general elections, it can nip off the most extreme elements of your party because you're not just trying to outflank someone. That's my right hand, go figure. If you're a Democrat, not just trying to outflank someone to the left or outflank them to the right if you're a Republican. So it actually goes more to the middle of the bell curve. So you get a more moderate candidate, I think is part of the theory.
It's all theoretical and like
it's all theoretical.
We have hard enough time getting people to vote and people generally are not informed.
I think the winner of last election was a non-voter. In American general election, like so it's insane.
It's overcomplicating things and making something that's imperfect even more imperfect, if you ask me.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I have to say about election day. That's my rants.
Yeah,
one day, one.
Most
vote.
Importantly, just go vote.
Well, that was my first thing I said. Yeah. Most importantly, go vote.
Go vote.
If you haven't already done so over the past 10 days when you had the opportunity to.
Yeah.
For no reason in my mind.
Well, I early voted.
I know you did.
Yeah.
Why?
To bring our daughter to the ballot booth.
But you couldn't bring her there tomorrow?
Of course I could have. But I'm not trying to wait on lines with her screaming, wailing banshee. Yeah.
Sadly, I don't think there are going to be any lines.
God, which is so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So election day is tomorrow. Yet again, more school off.
Fill out your Scantron, put it into the abyss, and hope that it's getting counted.
I hope that China hasn't turned over our elections.
I miss those old school election booths. That was fun. My mom.
Oh,
used to
the heavy metal and like you turn the knob. Oh my
mom
God.
used to take me into. I don't know if we ever got. No, I think we did when we first started voting. We got to vote in those.
Yeah. No, I remember.
I can't remember because my mom used to
elementary
take
school.
me in every time.
Yeah.
It was also like, how did those get? I've never thought about that. What did they? Was it connected to something?
God, who knows? Punch a
You
card.
just like went in there and like flipped the things and then pulled the lever.
It wasn't connected to the internet. It was maybe Al Gore's internet.
You pulled the lever.
It wasn't like an emergency exit.
Yes, it was. It
No,
was
it
like
was. It was a massive dial.
No,
Oh,
the
you're
dials.
right.
You flip the
No, you
dials.
pulled it when you were done.
Yes.
To like, it was an emergency
Yes.
exit. Oh my God, you cranked that whole thing.
Flip the things to like pick your candidate.
Yes.
Checked it off, and then to reset it.
Oh
so
my
the
God.
Switches flip back so the next person could go in and do their
That's
switches.
right.
And it was like this huge.
It was a crank.
It was.
Bring those
What
back.
if you were handicapped?
No one complained about election.
I guess if you were handicapped, you had someone that was able to go in there with you to like help you
God
move
knows.
that.
God knows. Bring those back. No one's going to complain about fraud.
How did that? It just got counted inside the booth, and then the booths all went somewhere. I'm gonna Google this when we get home.
So basically, elections have been rigged since time.
Oh, we know that, but like, how did that? Did the votes stay inside that machine?
Did they punch cards? Like I wonder. I have a lot.
Ooh, I gotta know how that worked.
Yeah, I forgot about the huge lever. Oh my God. You needed like an adequate amount of strength. Yeah, to your point. If someone was disabled, like you needed a spot. Like what if they came in? Like,
You needed to like use your core strength.
or you just throw momentum on it. Yeah. No, now it's a Scantron.
I don't know. That having to like move that felt maybe it really did feel like you were really
Yes.
like now that I'm thinking about it in comparison, like it felt like you were actually doing
Yes.
something.
I've actually, I've committed voter fraud with my father. We have the same name. He for 2012 or 2008 general election national, we voted for the same candidate. And they're like, "You've already voted." I'm like, "Oh boy."
Well, they didn't know what candidate you voted for, obviously.
I'm like, "No, I said we're voting for the same candidate," because I was like, "Listen, I think
You told the person who's working at the thing like they can't.
They didn't care. This is way before people were like, everything is a lie." Yes.
If you're listening to this episode and you're not
Yeah.
from New York City, I don't know how you vote. I don't even know how does everyone have a Scantron? I guess they must in different.
No, this is.
Well, obviously this is a local election, but talking about
elections aren't federalized, so each state. This is a huge mess, and this is why
anything.
it's bad. It's bad.
All right, I'm putting
don't
this
wanna
off
go
in the
into it.
past
Yeah,
right now
it's
because
bad.
you're gonna go on a rant.
It's really bad. I don't know who owns our voting systems. It might be Dominion. It might be some other company. All this stuff is coming in.
Shouts to those who voted with the emergency.
Yes,
exit.
we were too young, but we were privy.
No. I think when I first started voting, that's what I used.
Wow. Okay. I don't recall.
Scantrons are relatively new.
They are.
I mean, we've been voting for what? 20. Why can't I do the math?
This will be 23 years.
23 years?
Yes. Yeah.
My first election, I did an absentee ballot, though, because I was in Canada.
You were in Canada.
A freshman.
Should have gotten tossed out. Yeah. So anyway, election day tomorrow. No school. Go figure. You'll vote in Rockaway.
More no school days.
More. Yeah. If you get a 5-day school week in New York City public school system, major win. It just doesn't happen in the fall. Isn't Veterans Day in a week or two?
Mm-hmm.
Great. And they deserve a holiday. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, next Tuesday, naturally. So let's just it's a 4-day. So let's also do a 4-day work week. Do what the Scandinavians do, like 4 days, 10 hours a day. I think people would opt into that. As opposed to 5 days. Well,
I mean, do
8 hours.
people even work on Fridays anymore?
Do people work at all anymore?
Post-COVID?
I've seen what people pass off as work. Yeah.
I don't think people ever really worked.
It's true. And now I think it's just like really apparent. Because there was a real sweet spot, like in the 2010s to right before COVID, where like things were like pretty much cooking with gas. Like, Uber, Seamless. I feel like people were working 12 hours a day because they were always connected to between email, their smartphones, like people were getting everything out of their fucking employees. And then COVID brought everything to a head. But I think there was a nice 6 to 10 year period where obviously people were overworked and this is part of our societal problem. But I think things were really quite efficient. Restaurants were doing their thing, everything.
The internet has ruined the world.
Many times over.
When I am running this country.
AI is just, it's horrifying.
No, I'm just saying, if you look at any problem that we have in this country, it all ties back to the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think people would be happy to have it abolished, but we have to send like everyone.
I mean, it's never going to happen, but if I like was a
dictator
magician, no, you'd have to be like
a time traveler.
You'd have to be like a
So you're killing
sorceress.
You're killing Al Gore. You're killing like our Department of Defense. But you're killing Al Gore.
Sure.
Okay.
That saves the world. Yes. Yeah, sorry, Al Gore.
Sorry,
you're gone.
Al. You're a good man.
The internet has ruined the world, and there's no going back.
You've opened
horrible
Pandora's
and
box.
depressing, and
Yeah.
I've always thought that it relates to any conversation you ever have. Like you can bring it back to the internet, but I was thinking it in terms of like work days, overworked, productivity. You know.
Yeah. You used to get emails if I got.
What is it? France, like the servers shut down at certain hours, 9 to 5. That's when people should be available.
Right. 9 to 6, 9 to 5, something.
And if you want to do work in the off hours, that's fine. You just shouldn't be able to receive a communication from work outside of 9 to 5.
Yeah.
If you want to if you want to work at 2 o'clock in the morning, God bless. Like,
I know.
Schedule send things for work hours.
I do get the thought process. Something comes to mind, but yes. Schedule send.
Draft email.
Email.
There's plenty of ways to get the thought that comes to mind into, how about a pen and paper? That's what I use.
Yeah.
But like,
I know the 11:58 p.m. texts would get emails on like non-shoot days at 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, you're a psycho. I get it. But like, you don't need to pass on, you talk about like energy and things and like passing on energy and all that. You don't need to like pass your psycho onto me.
Triggers. There's like literal biological triggers that occur when you receive alerts.
Yes.
In your brain. It's neuroscience.
Yes.
So and it like hijacks your amygdala and then you can't calm down. And that's why everyone's an anxious freaking mess.
So this is what you do. You're a sorceress. But I really
internet's gone.
You'd have to.
But then I don't.
You'd have to give people a warning because they'd have to like really walk themselves down.
Nope.
Wow. Do you know that we'd go crazy? We'd go insane.
Worth it.
And then the ensuing purge happens.
Then like our kids would be okay.
I know. Like we're all screwed, right?
They would never even know what they missed.
Yes.
And it would be over. People would lose their mind.
Anyone like born
purge, survival of the fittest, whatever.
Yeah,
save the world, save future generations from the horrors of the internet.
Yes. On top of all that, like insane energy uses AI needs apparently. Like we're gonna need to go like back to nuclear or like frack the entire country because these AI data centers like require like the Manhattan Project. So every time you type in the ChatGPT, it's like all the water that's used to cool all these servers. Yeah. It's bad news. All right, so that means like, or do we like murk these people out at the crib? Like
we know too much. Our brains were not built to know this much or to have this much stimulation or to have this much information at our fingertips. I saw something on the, ironically, because like obviously I use the internet because you have to.
And where would you listen or view this podcast?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
yes.
You know, it's there.
It's a utility. It's more than utility. Omnipotent.
But we know too much. We know too much. We have too much information, too much communication, and we therefore know too many people, right? Like think about pre-information age and like modern communications. Like you knew your tribe.
Yeah.
And that's the people you could hold in your like space.
Right. And
who you could like body budget with, who you could, account for.
Yes. And there was gatekeeping. And I think by and large, good gatekeeping, don't get me wrong, with celebrities. And they were well curated and athletes. And there was a bit of an aura, an allure to this. Like if you wanted to really like get in the weeds with like Sports Illustrated would could do an expose about an athlete or like ESPN, like behind the lines with ESPN. Like you'd have some real journalism with real gatekeeping and real editorial fact checking. And now it's just like, it's total free for all. I'm with you. But since we're married, you give me the heads up of when you're when you're getting rid of the internet so I can like detox myself and not become a psycho because I'm
think about it full circle,
going through withdrawal
right?
symptoms
From like 20 minutes ago in this conversation. Our parents' generation, let's say for the most part, a sect or a demographic within that, like
a micro.
You go back to Mad Men, right? Like
sure.
There were men in advertising that like worked 9 to 5 or
Start
9
drinking
to
at
6.
12. Yeah.
Yeah. So they worked for like 3 hours in the day. Then my dad used to tell me this, right? Like
Drank
they would
smoke
have
stuff.
drinks at lunch,
Yep.
like multiple liquor drinks. He would go back to his office,
3.
smoke a cigar in the office,
Tremendous.
and just like wait for the day to be over. Cause like who's doing anything after you've had 3 martinis at lunch?
Yeah.
No one.
No one. I know.
Like your day's over. You're gonna go and wait the day out. And then
Drink some
you're gonna
more.
go home.
And drink some more when you get home.
Like
Yeah.
so really he was very successful.
Yes.
I mean, that was one in the early of his career. Then he worked a tremendous amount, 24/7. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to
No,
compare.
he was at a big shop.
But
He was
if
at a
you
big
were just like a company man, let's say, like you worked for 3 hours a day
Yep.
and you got by.
Smoked
so
your
really
packs.
just like
Fucking good times.
you just need 3 hours a day to work, I guess is the point. Not 24/7. You'll
Yeah.
be just as productive. And
I know but yeah.
I mean, I know I have a high capacity to function and get a lot done. And,
Right.
And
Yes, a lot of people don't, and if you're already behind the curve, if your attention span's not great, that all this internet stuff has just made you so addled. And there's so many things beeping at you at all times that I don't think people are, or people super productive. I don't know, because you have modern communication. I don't know, but it's
No, I remember when I worked on Wall Street.
apparently it's all meetings.
When
now.
I worked at the
We're doing
hedge
a
fund.
meeting.
I had a crazy boss, which is an episode in itself, but I would get 2, 3 a.m., like 2 a.m. emails, 3 a.m. emails. And I kept my phone on silent at, overnight, but I would wake up at 5 to go to work or 5:30 to go to the gym and then go to work.
Yep.
And I'd look at my phone and it's immediate, like, ugh, like a gut punch, like, ugh,
Yeah.
I have a million emails from my boss already.
Yeah.
And like, cause he was up all night being a crazy person. Like now I have to be stressed before I've even like opened my eyes for the day.
And he's gonna ask you, did you see all my emails? And
It's like,
it's terrible.
just to only be available when you were at your desk between 9 and 5.
Yeah. Yep. And you had a landline, and that was it. I know. I dealt with that.
Not there.
I dealt with all the people. And then, with the pandemic, you would deal with also people's like life schedules, right? Because a lot of people weren't going into work for a handful of years. Not like a couple of years. And like, okay, like at the time we didn't have kids. So like my immediate boss would like clearly go have dinner with the children. And then it's like, I'm back to work at 8 p.m. It's like, you've been fucking around. I know you have, because I have. You certainly have too. And I'm not saying family time is fucking around, but I'm like, you've done other things. And it can't just be this like amorphous, diffused work day where like it's 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. to like 9 to 10 p.m. It's like, I'm not abiding by this. And like that'd be top down, because we're dealing with clients, the Coca-Colas of the world and their ad agencies. And it was just like, you'd get this trickle down effect of people just working on their own time. It's like, this is not what we're built for.
No, but that's, I guess, to come again full circle, if I can't abolish the internet, which probably is unlikely unless I become
They'll kill you before you kill them. But
I would
I'll die
impose like
you.
very stringent regulations around it.
Well, I mean, yes, I feel you, and I'm praying for this.
I haven't followed. I know. I'm
you would need
ignorant
to
a lot of things.
I'm
But I'm
pretty
saying
sure,
like France or whomever these European countries, like cutting off servers, no emails at
Yes.
certain times. Like
if you were doing it as American, the Zuckerbergs, Bezos, Altmans of the world, Elon Musk of the world would kill you first. You'd be
me against big tech.
big tech.
Come on, bro.
Big tech
Come
is
at me,
propping up
tech
the whole-
bros.
Propping up the whole thing. Nvidia's worth $5 trillion.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, I know. It's,
Come on, it's all a Ponzi scheme.
apparently, Nvidia at $5 trillion, I think it's worth more than the entire German stock market. I heard some stat. I'm like, none of this makes sense. Is this the world's biggest shell game? Like the world's biggest con? Like
The stock market?
in the sense of like, of course, just the stock market, and also increasingly sports betting, because what's going on? But it's just like, okay, so I am Larry Ellison. I own Oracle. I'm obviously wildly successful, and he does sell things that are real. Like you're selling data centers, all that stuff, cloud storage, all that stuff. That is a real thing. But like once you get into the stocks, and it's just like, okay, so my compensation package is $100 billion in stock or whatever it is over the course. That's obviously an extreme. Is it just like, okay, so there's a number out there. My stock is worth this, and there's a number out there, and like none of this is fucking liquid. He couldn't sell 51% of his shares overnight. It takes all this stuff, and I feel like it's just a bunch of like, obviously I'm just gonna use the buzzword here, oligarchical men, and to a lesser extent women. They're just like, we're the ultra wealthy. And because on paper we are, and like, we can just move around all of these assets that like, including crypto, it's all just like a house of cards, right? Can like Larry Ellison say like, I just need another yacht. So like, here's this like Oracle money that there's no cash involved, you know? Am I crazy? Is this like, I mean, it's all faith, leap of faith thing, right?
Yeah. The value of something is like what someone's willing to pay for it, right?
That's exactly it. It's the world. So yes.
What the market.
And
is
God we
willing to
trust on our money. Yeah,
Right.
I know. It's a
until
dirty
they're
social
not.
compact.
Until they're not. And then it's
Yeah. Let's get back to,
cursed.
yeah. Well, yeah. Their day's never coming. But yeah, they're going to send us into a brave new world.
Anyway,
Yeah.
finished. I regret almost everything, which is the title of Keith McNally's memoir.
Mhm.
Finally, I was doing like 3 pages a night. By the time I get to my book at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I've got 4 pages before my eyes close.
Not alone.
But it was a good story. Recommend. Very New York nostalgia made me yearn to once again be in New York in the 70s to see what it was like.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Keith McNally is like the restaurateur behind the Odeon, Minetta Tavern, Pastis, Augustine when it was around, Pravda when it was around, Schiller's Liquor Bar when it was around. Cool story.
Yeah.
Interesting guy.
What
Lots of old school New York anecdotes in in that book.
I feel like being in New York in the 70s and sticking around is like the ultimate badge of honor. Like you've earned some stripes.
Yeah. Well, he's a Brit, but he came here at some point in his early
I give him even more props. He could have been like, I'm getting out of here. This is insane.
Yeah.
Stuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations on finishing a book. I wonder how many Americans.
I finally now
How
can
many
read the
Americans
Mark
read
Ronson
anymore?
book about DJing in the city in the 90s.
Yes.
It'll
Yeah.
take me 2 months.
You gotta watch.
These are like the easiest reads too, but it's just like I have 4 pages in me at the end of the day.
Yes, he must. No, this is good. Good. People read freaking John Grisham, and like this, you just want a Big Mac at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Stephen King. You want the stuff that's fun to read.
Oh, and Balthazar. I forgot his biggest restaurant, Keith
Balthazar.
McNally.
Yes. Right. You should watch the clip because I think for this book, Mark Ronson did a press tour recently, presumably for the book. I think it was a Vanity Fair, like whatever, like the video. And he talks, it might've been for Vanity Fair or, a legacy magazine that's still in business. And he was talking about being handed like, this will self-destruct after 2 plays, Biggie Hypnotized record that he played at, I should know the club, but he played, basically these were amongst that weren't like A&R label types, Diddy, Diddy and Biggie and like D. Angeletti and Bad Boy Entertainment, playing Hypnotized in the club, and like what the shared experience of the people he's DJing for and the people that were at the club listening to Hypnotized for the first time. I mean, just imagine, take that. Like, he was just like, I was given one of these CDs that's made out, CDs, pause, a record, dating myself, that like apparently is a different, acetate is not necessarily the right word, but a different compound, and you cannot play it more than a handful of times. And he was like given like the nuclear football.
It like, not self-destruct, but wears out.
Yes. Some dude probably like accompanied by like bad boy security with like handed Mark Ronson the record, and he played it. I got to find the clip.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm 10 pages into the Mark Ronson book, but and I've heard DJs anecdotally talk about this and like how much control they have of like the vibe and the energy and like watching people to come together in a club. Like when a song drops.
I wonder if he
like,
talks about payola.
The like,
yeah.
Well, again, I'm only 10 pages, but the like magnetism of like a group of people, like just all like this rush of energy for a song and like dancing.
90s club scene.
Like
peak 90s club scene.
And just being able to read the crowd and read the vibe and drop things and watch the whole place erupt.
I know.
Like what a rush.
I know. Whenever I see clips of rappers at the tunnel, like real rappers, not the shit you hear now. By the way, no rapper in the top 40, but no rap song in the top 40 Billboard for the first time since February of 1990. There's not a rap song in the top 40 in the Billboard, whatever the Billboard is now. So RIP rap.
Yeah. Who said what? Did we already say this on the podcast, or were you and I having a conversation actually outside of the podcast? Who said recently?
Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah. It was like 42-year-olds and 15-year-olds have the same culture now.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's this expression called 6'7" that Gen Zers are gonna have to tell me. It's like an in-group thing. But anyway, back to videos of the tunnel. Like just seeing like there's a clip of Ludacris and Nas doing "Made You Look" remix, and like Ludacris has a bottle of fucking Grey Goose and just like is in the pocket. Like he is a rap god at the moment, and like the whole tunnel is losing their mind.
Yeah.
Like and no one's got a phone up, nothing.
Yeah.
Just living your life. It's so good. And then with just like the music side, when we watch these concerts that our son loves to watch, like these AC/DC concerts. Like yes, our son listens to AC/DC and Metallica. That's good calming music for a 3-year-old. And you watch concerts from 91 or 07 even, and you don't, the iPhone is just like not there. Or like not, you don't have the camera that, in 07, I think the iPhone came out in 07, whatever it may be. People are not living a concert through their fucking phone.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a digital camera, another dated reference, but they're like just there. You see old clips of Ibiza before. Now it's like, or Burning Man. It's just like, back to the internet ruining everything. I guess this became a podcast about the internet ruining everything. Internet ruined Halloween, enhanced it in a lot of ways too. But I mean, people's houses are fucking cool. But also ruined everything. Rap music sucks because of the internet, because Wolf, I'm sorry if I'm offending you, our producer, but like SoundCloud made this consistent sound of rappers. They're not all like rap used to be so music in general, but like rap used to be mainly rap really, used to be so provincial and territorial. New York rappers sounded like this. LA West Coast rappers certainly sounded like that.
Southern rapper.
Southern Atlanta rappers, their whole thing. I know, exactly. The guys that are from like Tennessee and the Carolinas, Chicago rappers, Detroit rappers. And the internet with SoundCloud and like just flattened out the sound of everyone. And Tyler Creator, another great soundbite from him. He was like, some rapper from wherever used the word slime, referring to like someone as my slime, which I think is an ATL Atlanta reference. And like, if you're from Oakland, you don't refer to someone as your slime. Like you've heard that rapper on SoundCloud, and now you use that, and now like you all sing the same.
Has their own. Everyone has an original.
And also, I love Lil Wayne. I'm not dragging you into this, Lil Wayne. I do love you.
He's one of the greatest of all time.
He's one of one. Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne, but all these guys came up listening to Lil Wayne, going the fuck in and dropping 300 songs a year over instrumentals that weren't his. He'd do all the mixtapes. And then this, he was ahead of the curve, don't get me wrong. But this like also took the potency of an album construction, and made it like, I'm just gonna like rap over like these great beats that have been made for the game and whoever Kanye West made, and like I'm just gonna do my rap thing. And then all these little rappers listened to Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne embraced auto-tune, and he used it really well. And all these guys were like, this is I'm gonna have the same sound. It's like, no, that's just Lil Wayne. Like you're fucking this up. And like he just spawned all these like bastard children. So RIP rap. This would have happened anyway. The internet democratized everything, balkanized everything, but it is diminished everything in a lot of ways. Very little things are special anymore. I'm sorry.
Well, that was a wild ride of an hour as usual.
Yeah.
We started with me sweating. I'm not sweating anymore, so that's a plus. Now I'll be sweating again because I'm going to have to race home to get the babysitter and then go to work for the rest of the afternoon. But internet, marathon, daylight savings, third birthdays, stealing pizza and beers from third birthdays.
It was just a pizza this time, but I wish it was a pizza and a beer.
It was the beer the last time.
It was a beer last time.
You only take one thing at each time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Election day, I'm definitely going to freaking Google those old school voting booths. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And figure out how they counted the ballots from those. Curious.
Or just like backroom deal, like it's our time to lead now.
Put your Scantron in tomorrow if you haven't done it for the past 10 days.
Yeah. Vote again. You probably can. Just stuff the ballots. Who knows? Stuff the ballots. Do that. However you vote. All right. Listen, New York City mayor, this is the most important city in the country. Most important city in the world. This matters.
Also, Harry, this isn't live. So like whenever people hear this, go vote. Election day will be over, but just put it out in the ethers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Pay attention to the propositions because they're really oddly worded.
Stop talking about it because it doesn't matter.
Last but not least, this is, you know.
We'll recap election day on the next podcast.
You get what you get and you don't get upset. So this is American democracy. Bye.
Bye. Peace. I didn't realize that. I mean, I did realize that.
What's that? It's fine.
Election day will